whether it's from boredom or fear or whatever side issue, we've all fallen into the trap of indecision. We don't just want to do that one thing, with no real reason, just because we don't feel like doing it. And you've probably heard of the insane work ethics of somebody like Elon Musk or say Cristiano Ronaldo, and you'll be like, oh man, you were just down, like you can do nothing, and these guys are get killing it. Maybe some of us might want to say it is about luck. Besides, there is one thing that maybe if you're able to get down in your life, may include it actually, it will actually improve something. So if you want to know that one secret sauce, then keep watching, and it's coming out right next. The secret is not a secret, and it is make definite decisions when you're about to do something. Don't make a decision like, I think I want to do this, and maybe you do half of it and you leave it and then you run away, and then you come back and do half of it and run away. Just make a definite plan of what you want to do and go according to that plan. If you think it's something you don't want to do, just leave it. And if you start it and people say this and that and then you stop it, that is not a definite plan. So the secret is that when you're making a decision to do something, just make a definite plan that I am going to do this thing and stay committed to it. The reason why people don't want to make like that definite decision is because we don't want to get ourselves into something that might get hard along the way, and we want to run out when we said we were going to do it in the beginning. We don't, it is something that is just primed into us. We don't want to feel like, we don't want people to see us to be like, oh, we don't really go along with the things that we say we are going to do. So people, in escape for that, they will be indecisive. They will not make like definite decision as to what they are going to do. So in other words, no commitment. But let's be frank, this is very hard, like to make a decision just once. As a matter of fact, like making this video was just a decision I made last night, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to make this video today, whether yes or yes. At this time when I wake up in the morning, like do my math, do my other school stuff, I'm going to script this video, and right after lunch I'm going to film a video and then upload it the following day. And that is what is just happening. If you make the decision and you're able to follow it through, you are probably going to do, it's not going to be 100%. There's no way you can knock everything off 100% when you just say you're going to do it. But when you make the decision, you have the plan, you have when you are going to do it. That's the important thing though, the details. You have to also follow the details. If you just say, oh, maybe, I'm going to go to the gym next week, sometime next week. You don't even know whether it's in the night, it is in the day. I mean, who goes to the gym in the night? But if you want to go to the gym next week, you have to specify, are you going on Friday morning, on a Saturday evening? What time are you going to the gym? If you specify the time and you specify the gym you're going, if you already have a gym, that's easy. But you know where you're going, you know when you are going, you know what you're going to do. And that's it. So the problem is not that you are somebody who is lazy. The problem is that you are like, you just don't make definite decisions of your plans. So the secret to stopping procrastination and just getting most of your things done, although not 100%, because you are human, you're always going to fall back at some point. But the secret that would guarantee that higher percent of success of not procrastinating is making definite decisions. The likes of Henry Ford and all those guys that we've heard of, heard of their legacies. They have things like that. I've heard like Henry Ford, he did one car, and people were telling that it's not a good car, it's not this, no, who's going to buy this and whatnot and blah blah blah. And I heard he refused to stop making the car until he made some amount of money from the car, and then he stopped producing those type of cars. So if like people who've lived like a big legacy are using this trick now to get themselves to get more things done, why don't we exploit that tip too? But yes, I will admit this is hard. Like it's not easy. You have to practice it before it will get, maybe it becomes second nature to you. It will take a lot of practice, because if you just get up tomorrow morning and say I'm going to do this, and I'm like this, there's a good chance like a lot of the things that you're going to list on your to-do list, you are not going to do them. You guys have it on your list, and then the following day you in the evening you start feeling bad because you now feel like you are that slog, you don't want to do anything. You list things and you didn't do them, you start feeling bad. It's not you, because this thing is really hard. It's not easy to make the decision. So like to break this down, to make it easier, hopefully not 100% guaranteed, I'm going to share with you one thing that I started using lately, and it seems to be working for me. I'm not 100% sure yet, but this thing, it's a good way to start it. And before that, why not like this video? Yeah, hit the like button for me. All right, so this is the thing. It's the time of the internet, and you are always distracted if you allow yourself. And we should know that. So one thing, if you want to stay focused, and not procrastinate, cut 10 minutes. Just make a 10-minute block and say, for this 10 minutes, I'm not doing nothing. All I'm doing is to focus on this specific task, and I'm going to get it done. Does that sound too easy? That's the point. You don't want to make it hard, because that's just the beginning. If you make it hard, you're going to run and leave it in no time. Making it harder, or like the work becoming harder and cumbersome, is what always chases away from not even wanting to make a decision, a definite plan to do that thing. So don't make it hard. Don't think like 10 minutes is too small, because it is just going to get into the habit of doing that thing at that time until you are out of your neocortex, becoming a sign. You are out of your neocortex, and now you are just doing it as you are in flow. Or the second thing you can do is to find your most productive time in the day. And then mostly it is like in the morning for most people, but if yours is any time in the day, that also works. Find that time, cut 1 hour block out, and like pick up your most important task in your day. The task that at the end of the day, if you have gotten that done, you will feel like, yes, you've accomplished the most for this day. Pick that task, and within that 1 hour, do as much as you can within that 1 hour. Robin Sharma, I think that's the name of the author of The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari series. That's the book that made it popular. So that guy is using that concept. He called it a 90-91 rule. So for the next 90 days, for the first 90 minutes of your next 90 days, you do the single number one thing that can change the course of your destiny. So if you're able to do that, I would say this would be the biggest thing, and you would feel it. Even if you're able to do the 10 minutes one for 10 minutes straight, you don't get distracted. You are training your mind just to get into the habit of doing that thing. And it's not the matter of you being so productive or hardworking. It is just a matter of getting you into flow of doing what you really want to do, so that you don't procrastinate. If you are in flow, your mind, you don't think no more. You are just in what you are doing. You are in it like in real time. So that's it. So the thing to stop procrastinating is to make a definite plan of the things that you want to do. If you have a definite plan, you know what you want to do. That's not enough. You know what time you're going to do it. That's not enough. You know the place you're going to do it. And you are almost there. That's like halfway, or almost halfway, or more than halfway through there. And if you get that and you think that's not enough, you can apply the last 2 points that I stated. Cut out a block of time, 100% focus, and maybe after that time you can do something else. You can cut another time. After that you can do something else. Or you can also use the 1 hour rule, the first hour rule. Just wake up in the morning, spend your most productive hour just doing the most important thing. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button, and see you in another video.